We live. Brother Johnny. What's happening, Brother Johnny? Set some stuff up. Things been kind of crazy, man. I'm running behind. Can't catch a break around here, man. Can't catch a break. Just real depressing. Nah, man, it's just. Nah, I mean, I don't be trying to. It's just the stuff that be happening, man. Stuff that be happening. Just be kind of depressing. Like, you know, lost a real close friend of mine last week. The city just been going crazy. Right before I came on here, I think somebody got shot. Yeah, a bunch of gunshots and police all over the place. Yeah, man, it's kind of crazy. I be just wanting to tell you dudes, man. It ain't that. Sometimes certain stuff ain't even that serious. When you can turn around after the fact, sometime after the fact, and be like, man, it wasn't even that serious. Yeah, man, he got shot. Yeah, he got shot. Real cool dude too, man. Real cool dude. Type of person where you wouldn't expect that to happen to. Type of person you wouldn't expect that to happen to. And that just lets you know that, what I mean, the next day ain't really promised to nobody. Make you think about, what I mean, your mortality and everything. You know what I mean? Yep. Oh, what's going on, bro? Yeah. Say it again. Yeah, 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 yeah. I'm in the house. All right, love you too, bro. Yeah, that my bad, Johnny. That was Big Bro. Big Bro called me to check up on me. You know what I mean? Make sure I was good. Like I see, all that confusion that went on wasn't that far from where I was at, where I'm at. So he was basically tapping in, making sure I was good. Yeah, but yeah, I mean, you would feel like that. You would feel like that, but you know, like you be in situations where as though I'm not. I don't have that right. I lost that right to be able to, you know what I mean, legally possess. You know, yeah. But my homeboy, he was I'm not sure. He had to be about 50. I mean, it wasn't like he wasn't no young guy. He had to be about 50. Had to be around 50, late 40s, late 40s. I think I had a couple years on him. I know I had a couple years on him. I had a few years on him. You know what I mean? So late 40s probably. I don't think he hit 50. Yeah, man. Shit, man, it been crazy. Been real crazy. Yeah, I was going I was looking at that and I was looking at something yesterday. Yeah, man. Real, real. And like I say, it's a person that you know, when a person doing everything, you know what I mean, everything right, you know what I mean, working and doing this and doing that. It's like just doing everything right, you know what I mean, and go out like that. You know, it's that's the crazy part. You know what I mean? It'd have been something different if he was the type of person that was out there in the streets, you know what I mean, acting crazy. But that wasn't the case, you know what I mean? That wasn't the case, just you know what I mean? Be honest, man. I don't even know, Johnny. Be honest, I don't even know, bro. I don't even know. You know, when I first heard about it, somebody told me about it. I ain't think, you know what I mean, they was talking that they had the right person, you know what I mean, when they was saying it. And when I actually found out that it was true, you know what I mean, Yeah, you're right, but this is the type of thing that tends to happen, man. It happens, for whatever reason. For whatever reason, it happens. You know, that's that's my little moniker, back there. You know what I mean? My whole 3-man revolution thing. You know what I mean? And that's I'm big on that. And that's what the hood need right now. The hood need a 3-man revolution, man. The hood needs mediation. You know what I mean? The hood need a person on this side, a person on that side, and a person in the middle. You know what I mean? To mediate all these situations, man, that end up turning into those type of, situations. Just like I say, a lot of times situations don't even be that serious. You know, situations don't even be that serious, and then it'd be sad because the person don't actually realize it until after the fact. You know what I mean? After the fact, when you got this person gone, and then another person sitting in prison for the rest of their life. You know what I mean? When it was something that could have been squashed. That could have been with two people could have sat down and, like I said, had somebody in the middle. You know what I mean? Mediating that thing, and they could have came to a resolution. You know what I mean? And both walked away. You know what I mean? And left what the situation was, whatever the situation was. It could have been left on the table. Both of them could have walked away. You know what I mean? And but pride, a lot of times it be pride getting in the way. Pride is a dangerous thing right now, man. Pride is a real dangerous thing right now. And a lot of times people can't swallow their pride. People act like it's a bad thing to swallow your pride sometimes. Sometimes it's necessary to swallow your pride, especially if you got other people that's dependent on you, you know what I mean? Or just other people that actually truly care about you, you know what I mean? Sometimes you got, all right, man, you got that. You know what I mean? You got that. All right. You got that. You know what I mean? Instead of having to stand there and pound on your chest, you know what I mean? Pound on your chest and you know what I mean? I got more testosterone than you. There's no way that you got more testosterone than I do. So one of us gonna have to go. You know what I mean? Both of us can't have super testosterone. One of us gotta go. You know? Yeah, you absolutely right. It's too many guns, man. It's too many guns. It's too many guns, and it's not enough. You know what I mean? You know, cooler heads. You know what I mean? It's not enough cooler heads, man. Like I say, just being able to sit down and actually communicate. It's all about communication, man. It's all about communication. You know, but don't nobody see it. Don't nobody see it like that. You know what I mean? A lot of times you have people that don't want to involve themselves. Oh no, those young people they don't want they can't listen. They don't listen. You know what I mean? And like I watched that interview the other day, this guy, Knox, named Mike Knox. And he was saying some of the things that I be saying as far as, you know what I mean, as far as in regards to solutions, possible solutions to the whole violence thing or whatever, which made sense. And he even said it himself, you know, the average person to look at the younger person and be like, oh, they need to, you know what I mean, do something with themselves, and you need to stop doing this and stop doing that. But you gotta have you got these young guys that been taking care of themselves probably since they was like 13, 14 years old. So if they doing that, you can't talk to them like they children, because they're basically man. He's a man child. He's a man. You know what I mean? So he want to be addressed as a man. You know what I mean? So you got to meet him on that same wavelength. You got to be able to address him as a man. You know what I mean? You can't just talk down to him, or you need to get off the corner. Stop doing this. Okay, you want me to stop doing this, but how did you what ideas did you have for me to feed my family and take care of my children if I stop doing this? You know? But then the same person that say you need to get off the corner has no, you know what I mean, has no idea. See, you be surprised, Johnny. You say, let me stroll back for a minute, Johnny, because I was ranting. Let me stroll back. I don't think you take guns away from Americans like they did here. I think the solution would be for gun safety to be taught in school, and every adult should have one. Yeah, I say, you had the gun rights. I mean, people had the rights to have them, but once you are a convicted felon, you lose that right to legally possess. You know what I mean? Once you deemed a felon, you lose that right to legally possess. But that doesn't stop a lot of people from still possessing them, because you know what I mean. It is what it is. But if you know what I mean, if you don't want to end up in prison, you know what I mean, for 10 years off the break for getting caught with one, you know what I mean, no questions asked, ain't no this, no that, and you got that 10. Yeah, I mean, the day is like, I don't know, man. It's like I say, I mean, it's just, I don't know, man. Like I say, the last generation, well, I'm gonna say not even the last generation, 2 generations ago. I go back to, I mean, it was before my time, but I know it really got bad during my, you know what I mean, generation, because that's when the whole crack era, what they call the crack era, you know what I mean, and that's when things really got crazy. You know what I mean? Because for the most part, before that crack thing came, people did what they did, and it wasn't as bad. Yeah, situations or whatever, but it wasn't nothing like since that whole crack thing came. Crack actually destroyed. You know what I mean? Actually destroyed families. You know what I mean? And once you destroy the household, the kids in the household pay the price. You know what I mean? And that's why when I countless times I done did videos and stuff like that on my channel or whatever, and I'll come out and apologize for my part. You know what I mean? For my part, and like I say, we had no idea when we was out there back in the day doing what we was doing to get our little money or whatever. We ain't had no idea that we was gonna have this type of effect on our communities, that it was gonna end up like it is today. Cause if that was the case, I know a lot of us probably wouldn't even have done it. I mean, you I'm quite sure you would have had those who would have done it regardless, but you'd have had a lot of people with, you know what I mean, conscience would have actually kicked in and wouldn't have been out there doing it. Or they would have did it in a manner where as though where what we was doing would have been more conscious driven. You know what I mean? But we, you know what I mean, and we did a lot of damage. You know what I mean? We did a lot of damage. Not on purpose. Not on purpose. I'm not gonna say it was done on purpose. You know what I mean? But it was done. Unbeknownst to us. You know what I mean? But it was done regardless. You know what I mean? So I feel like if you can see that what you did back then had an effect on things right now, what we going through now is a direct effect of what we did back then. We broke it. You know what I mean? We broke the hood. You know what I mean? We broke the hood. So I feel like it's only right that we gotta fix it. You know what I mean? Just like we broke it, we responsible for fixing it. And just sitting back and saying, oh, they don't listen, you can't talk to them. That's a cop out. You know what I mean? I look at that as being a cop out. You know what I mean? Just to sit there and say, oh, they don't listen, you can't talk to them. That's just an easy way of saying, I don't want to do nothing. You know what I mean? I don't want to do nothing. But on the same side of that coin, will complain when that violence touches, you know what I mean, somebody that they care about. You know what I mean? I was always taught if if if, if you can't offer a solution to something, then you shouldn't have an opinion on it. And that's a good thing, man. But see, the here, man, see, it's big business. Anything that's big business, man, they don't want to change it. You know what I mean? They can make the gun laws more, say they can adjust the gun laws or whatever, whereas though they could be more stringent. You know what I mean? Whereas though it won't be so easy for people, because people can go buy guns and then go somewhere else and sell them to anybody they want to sell them to. And most of the time won't even get in trouble for it. But the person that ends up with their gun, if they're a felon, yeah, they'll get in trouble. You know what I mean? Which doesn't make a lot of sense to me, but it's all at the end of the day, it's all about that dollar, man. And that's what I see, you know what I mean? about this country, man. This country has no problem. This country has no problem eating this young, man. This country has no problem with eating their own, man. You know what I mean? If it's $1 to be made, yeah. Yeah. Like I say, man, it's all about money, man. It's all about money here, man. And they and that dollar is placed above everything else, man. Dollars put over the well-being of everything. That's just like you take the medical field or whatever. Most countries been had free health care. You know what I mean? Whereas though anybody get free health care in most countries. But here, we just catching up to free health care in the last few years. And then it ain't even really free. It's still not really free. They'll say free health care, but it still comes at a cost. There's still a cost. You know what I mean? You might say, oh, you can be seen. You could be seen at the hospital or whatever. But then when they find out what's wrong with you and you need medicine or whatever, you're not going to get that medicine unless you pay for it. Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. And I ain't even about to I ain't even about to go into that whole thing right there. You know what I mean? Because you know what I mean? That whole thing is that whole thing is something else right there, man. That's something else and its entirety, man. But like I say, I think when as far as the thumbnail go, as far as that thumbnail go, I think everything about to fade to black, man. I think it's about to fade to black, man. I think we about to be out of here, man. Yeah, you're right. The medicine here might be the healthcare might be a little, you know what I mean, a little better, but if you can't afford it, you're not going to receive it. You know what I mean? No, he Mike Knox is this he's like a rapper. He's a guy from Philadelphia. He's a rapper. He's he's associated with the guy 50 Cent. And I'd actually heard about him. I'd actually heard of the dude before, but I really wasn't up on him like that. But I just happened to come across an interview that he had did, well, I think a day or two ago, and actually listened to what he was saying, and he had a lot of the views as far as the as far as with the hoods or whatever, how they could be transformed back to the way they was, man, because you know what I mean, it's the violence, man. It's the violence, and it's crazy because you would see, you could actually see police sitting in a car on a corner, but right across the street, it'll be business as usual. You know what I mean? It'll be business as usual. You know what I mean? And that right there make you think like, well, what's going on? You know what I mean? What's going on? So that right there tells you that they could care less about a person getting $1. It's just all about violence. You know what I mean? If you can keep the violence out of the equation, you know what I mean? It wouldn't even be an issue for real. Yeah. We you can be seen or whatever and then get billed. But say like if you got a condition, say if you go to the emergency room or whatever, and you got to end up with a condition that needs treatment, right? They'll say, well, you say if you got so-called, say if you got so-called free healthcare, oh, your provider doesn't cover this, that, or the third. You know what I mean? Whatever guy. I don't see no other guy. I ain't see Russia pop up today. You saying with the where it say that what you call where it say two watching. The Russia make themselves known, bro. Russia make themselves known. They put that bot in the comment section. Russia put that bot in the comment section. Straight up, they throw that bot in there, and I don't know where they shoot your content to. I don't know how. I don't know about all that stuff, but they put that bot in there, and some kind of way it takes the content and send it somewhere to some other kind of site or whatever. I guess they got their own. I guess they got their own version of YouTube or whatever. I guess they got their own version of Russian YouTube or something. And they throw all the content they take from off of YouTube on there or something. Oh, oh yeah. Well, I don't know how true it is. I saw something where I read a little part of the article or whatever where they say Russia, I mean not Russia, damn, China made this sphere and it's supposed to be like an artificial sun and say that this thing can heat up to 10 times the you know what I mean, the heat of the sun. You know what I mean? Which kind of had me baffled. You know what I mean? Like, how do they actually know that this thing can actually get that hot? You know what I mean? How do they actually know? You know what I mean? And something that could get to 10 times the heat of the sun is pretty much, you could pretty much set the freaking planet on fire with it. So how did you But anyway, they was saying that China sent this rocket up. You know what I mean? What about a week or two ago, and it was it had this glow, right? It had this glow trailing behind the rocket, and people were saying that they took this sphere in the outer space, right? So and I'm like, I don't know, but I don't know. You know what I mean? And I'm like, if they sent it in outer space, why would they do that? You know what I mean? What would be the purpose of them taking it into outer space? What are they sending it? What are they going to put it in orbit around one of the other planets or something? You know what I mean? To try to change the climate on one of the other planets that's out there. You know what I mean? Maybe trying to, you know what I mean? Trying to make another planet out there habitable. You say that a mirror to reflect the sun at nighttime. Is that what you saying? Because this was something. I don't think that they said this was a mirror. This wasn't like a mirror. This was something like they was like this joint. Right. This was like it said it was like a second sun. You know what I mean? Like it was an actual second sun. What did I do with that? Let me see. And that's the thing that I couldn't understand, right? Because I was like, well, why would they need? I was like, what would be the need for a second son? You know what I mean? Why would they need a second son? You know what I mean? And that's the only thing I could actually think of would be like, you know what I mean? Well, they could send it, put it in outer space, and you know what I mean, use it and try to, you know, make another planet habitable or something. You know what I mean? I don't know. You know, a planet has to be a certain, you know what I mean, distance from the sun for it to be habitable. Yeah, but see, China got a lot of stuff going on because you know they on the moon right now. China is up on the moon right now. They was just telling the citizens of China to start stocking up food. You know what I mean? Told them to start stocking their food up, like something like they like for something was about to happen or something. So then they talking about this artificial sun thing. You know what I mean? Who knows? Who knows? Was you know what I mean? Don't nobody know. They made a artificial sun. Now I'm looking at something say they made a damn artificial moon too. Say they China's $1 trillion artificial sun is a fusion reactor. It's a fusion reactor. It said it got 5 times hotter than the sun. Said it got 5 times hotter than the sun. So could you actually imagine this? Having something with the capability to reach, you know what I mean, degrees 5 times hotter than the sun. I say China gonna leave our ass down here, man. That's what's gonna happen. China gonna leave us down here, man. China going China gonna go inhabit another planet, man. They're gonna go inhabit another planet, and they're gonna leave our asses down here. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? We with all our global warming and all that, China gonna break out on us. That's what's gonna happen. Yeah, Drewski, brother Drewski joined us. Johnny Legs. Yeah, man. I was just telling, I was just telling Johnny, man. Right before I got on this joint, people was losing their mind, man. People was losing their mind. It's like the freaking OK Corral. I ain't never been to the West. You know what I mean? I ain't never been in a Western town. They bringing the Western towns to the hood. You know what I mean? All we need now is a couple of saloons. All we need is a couple of saloons with the swinging doors when you go in the joint and doors swing back and forth. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. We was talking about that China and the whole joint with the artificial sun. About China having an artificial sun. I tell Johnny, I think they're gonna break out on us. I think they're gonna bounce and leave us down here. Or they might fry us. They might fry us, you know what I mean? Set the planet on fire and break out. Like I said, they might have but like I said, I think it's something going on anyway. Cause like I say, China is on the moon. China is actually on the moon. And then you got Elon Musk. He got these starships, and he said that they building multiple starships. And you know, those starships carry a bunch of people. You know what I mean? And they talking about how they gonna have them. That's the joint that's the joint that's supposed to go to Mars or whatever. The Starship is the joint that's supposed to actually go to Mars. So if they making multiple joints, you know what I mean? If you want to go, to Mars. You want to relocate to Mars. All you need is $3 million. Your ticket is only $3 million. You know what I mean? They already done seen what they had. Who was it? The dude Richard Branson. Was it Richard Branson? Or was it who was it? The other guy where they said a bunch of billionaires or whatever went into outer space or whatever a few weeks ago. I guess I'm time traveling, huh, bro? I was time traveling. I was time traveling. I was moving. I was moving faster than the speed of light. Yeah, but they was telling the rich people, you know what I mean? You pay as long as you got a bag, you know what I mean? We'll take you up, you know what I mean? We'll take you up. You can go up. So you can imagine. They say something about to hit this planet. Something about to hit this planet. But we didn't hooked up another planet. You know what I mean? Yeah, Jeff Bezos. You know what I mean? Yeah, you know what I mean? So they getting them ready. Yeah. For a couple $1 million, you can get a seat on the Starship, you know what I mean? Yeah, and you be good. And you be good to go. Yeah, but I was checking out. I wanted to yeah, I was talking about that artificial sun joint. Like I said, if they could take that joint, that planet that I had on the thumbnail, that's what they was call what a super Earth. You know what I mean? Say that it's a habitable planet. It's a planet that's in the sweet spot. You know what I mean? Around one of them stars or whatever. Where so they think it could be habitable. Only thing they would have to do is get there. You know what I mean? Right. I'll say if you got, you know what I mean? But if you can't get to somewhere like that, if you can take a sun and use it like a satellite, you know what I mean? How a moon, you know what I mean? How planets be having moons around. If you can use that artificial satellite, I mean artificial sun, and heat that planet up, could you make it habitable? Yeah, I mean, who knows, man? They already, like I say, they on the moon, man. China is on the freaking moon, man. China is on the moon, man. And like I said before, and I seen a part of the joint when my homeboy Matt was talking about the joint on one of his lives, and he had the broadcast in China on the news or whatever. They was saying that they was telling the citizens to stock up on non-perishable food, you know what I mean, or whatever. Like, why would their government be telling them to stock up on non-perishable food? Like, they know something that don't nobody else know. Like, they expecting something. Yeah. Who knows, man? It could be somebody already living there. You know what I mean? I'm trying to figure out why they had a summit. You know, they had a summit there. They had a summit in Antarctica some years ago. You know what I mean? And I was trying to figure that out. Like, wow, of all places, you know what I mean? Yeah, shit. Why would they go to all out of all places? They would go to Antarctica for a freaking summit. You know what I mean? That's where our alien counterparts are. Our alien counterparts are in Antarctica, man. You know what I mean? You say how you missing the giant rabbit hole. Yeah, man. There's so much stuff in that ice, man. Or below that ice. Trust me. There's some stuff that's getting ready to happen, man. Some stuff happening that they ain't telling people, man. They ain't telling people. Stuff is going to get real strange, man. Stuff is going to get real strange. Trust me. But they don't they say, oh, the public can't, you know what I mean? They don't need to know. We are on a need to know basis. And far as the government go, we don't need to know anything. No, you know, lizards can't stand the cold like that. You know what I mean? They not the lizards, bro. It's not the lizards, bro. It's not the lizards, bro. The lizards can't the lizards can't stand the cold like that, bro. Yeah, the lizards can't stand the cold, bro. So it got to be another kind of a society, bro. It got to be a whole nother society. That's what keep them sleeping. You say that's what keep them sleeping. Well, who knows? Maybe that is what keep them calm. But see, when global warming hit, you know what I mean? See, and that's probably what's happening, bro. That's probably what's happening with the whole global warming thing and the ice starting to melt, and they starting to wake up, bro. They starting to wake up. You know what I mean? They starting to get their ships back started. You know what I mean? That's where you're getting all these sightings and stuff like that from. Yeah. All that. All that. It should be crazy. He said, ain't no telling, man. Hey, space is cold as, you know what I mean? Space is a very cold place, bro. Straight up. Yeah, so I say don't be surprised if they say, oh, China has made one of, because they were saying what was one of the what was the I can't think of the planet that they say one of the moons around, what damn planet it was, but they were saying one of the moons around this planet could be habitable. You know what I mean? I cannot think of which damn planet it was. But they were saying that this moon could be habitable. But I'm saying if they could heat it up, if they could have actually heated that planet up, you know what I mean? Whereas though it could have sustained, you know what I mean, vegetation and stuff like that, and created oxygen on this planet. Is you serious, bro? Is you serious, Drewski? Somebody said if you nuke it in a certain spot, that it will become habitable. I think that's what happened to Mars, bro. I think it was some type of nuclear explosion, you know what I mean, that destroyed Mars. I think Mars at one point was like Earth. Big facts. You know, I think the sun is about to actually dwarf out. You know, I think that joint is about to dwarf out. You know what I mean? She said Tursky crazy. Oh, so that's factual. That's factual. They can nuke the ice caps and create the CO2. I see. I see. I'm definitely, you know what I mean? I'm definitely learning something. I'm definitely taking it in. You know what I mean? Like they say, you're supposed to learn something every day. You're supposed to learn something new every day. That way you didn't waste a day. But I know they say when I be looking at different stuff, and they be saying how they be finding, they got how they got Google Earth, they got Google Mars. You know what I mean? Where so you can pull up, you can go look at the whole planet Mars or whatever. satellite imagery. And they say they've been finding, like structures, stuff that's sticking up from the, that ain't just flat surface, not, Like I say, I think Mars was just like Earth at one point. And I think just like we we just moved here. We just moved here. We destroyed that planet. We depleted that planet, and we moved here. And blew the planet up. They probably did something, took something out of the freaking ground. Like I say, they depleted, just like they doing with this planet, depleting the planet of all its natural resources. They probably went down there, and took whatever out of the freaking ground, that sustained the magnetic field. Then once it was gone, it was gone. Once it was gone, they couldn't put it back. Yeah, it was something else. See, I ain't. You see, that's a movie, huh, Drewski? Drewski, that's a movie. He said, it might have been. It might have been. It was a good one, though. I'm quite sure it was a good movie. It was a good movie. Oh, without a doubt. We came from somewhere else. We came from somewhere else. That's why they trying to go somewhere else. We just hop from planet to planet. You know what I mean? And we just ain't figured it out. We you know what I mean? Yeah, we ain't figured it out. We ain't figured it out. We'll never figure it out. We are a shoot ourselves in the head society. You know what I mean? I know I shouldn't do this. I know I shouldn't do this to the planet, but I can make a couple dollars if I do this. So I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Oh man, I said I saw this one video right last week, and it was a couple different sites talking about this video. And on the video, they said this guy has supposedly hit this 9-year-old little girl in the eye, right? And messed her eye. Her eye was shut, right? and the little girl father, I guess, had jumped on the guy or whatever and was beating the guy up or whatever. But when I saw this video of the father beating this guy up, you know, it was like he paused at one point. He would pause like you know, he wasn't sure about what he was doing. You know what I mean? Like he needed to come. There's Russia. Russia's in the building. Russia in the motherfucking house. About to get your ass up out of here, Russia. How the hell I get you up out of here, Russia? I don't know. That ain't what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get your ass up out of here. Yeah. See you, Russia. Peace and much love to you, Russia. Russia be trying to jack my swag. What's going on with Russia? Yeah. Oh, but anyway, and in this video, like I say, long story short, I think the guy that hit the little girl, I think he may have been autistic, right? I think he may have been autistic because I think at one point you heard somebody say, "Oh, he lost it." You know what I mean? And when he had the guy and he was beating on the guy kept saying, "I'm 22. I'm 22." Right? Like he kept repeating the same thing, and I'm like, something wasn't right. You know what I mean? Something wasn't about. It was like something wasn't right about the whole situation. And like I say, the way the father stopped and was like he was looking for, you know what I mean, looking for somebody to agree with what he was doing. You know what I mean? Like like it might have been known that something was wrong with the dude or whatever, but just the fact that, you know what I mean, that he just had to go in on him. You know what I mean? But it became a moral issue with me. Like, damn, you know what I mean? Like, to one degree, you felt, you know what I mean? Like, damn, man, if somebody had hit my 9-year-old daughter in the eye and messed her eye up like that, man, I'd be, you know what I mean? But then you had to think like, man, that guy got autism. You know what I mean? He probably ain't no, you know what I mean? It was just a messed up situation. Yeah, look at the video, Johnny, and tell me if you think the guy, you know what I mean? I kind of think that the guy had some type of disability or something. You know what I mean? Just by the way the father was acting, you know what I mean? Like he was looking for validation from other people that, you know what I mean, him hitting him was okay. You know what I mean? Right. And that's what I say. Yeah, I mean, like I say, like I said, I would have probably acted the same way, but it became a more issue to me because like now say if this a guy like in the neighborhood, and you know that he's autistic, right? And he looks like he's an adult, but you know he got the mental capacity of a 10-year-old, right? So he might be playing with these kids on a daily basis. And a little girl was 9 years old. They didn't say whether or not she could have did something to him, and he got the mind of a 10-year-old. She could have hit him and he hit her back, even though he tore her eye up. You know what I mean? But like I say, it was the fact that I didn't see anything else after that. You know what I mean? Saying where the police locked the guy up, or you know what I mean, for hitting the girl or whatever. I kind of think that something was that he had a mental, you know what I mean, disability, and the father actually knew it. You know what I mean? I don't know, man. But then I kind of felt bad, you know what I mean, when I seen him and he was on him, when he had him on the ground and he was hitting him, and the guy was talking. It was like, how 22, 22, you know what I mean? And I was like, I don't know, it just, I just, right, honest, like I say, at the moment, you know what I mean? I can understand it because I know damn well I you know what I mean? Like I say, I would, you know what I mean? But I'm just talking from a standpoint of where as though you had a bunch of people that actually picked the video up and put it out there, like, you know what I mean, from like a one-sided narrative, you know what I mean. But I just wanted to know if, you know what I mean, so you can feel bad about it later, and I did. You know what I mean? Because when I first saw it and I seen the little girl, I was like, man, shit, he made out look. You know what I mean? He got out easy. You know what I mean? He made out easy. You know what I mean? But after I watched it like a third or fourth time, you know what I mean? Then I was certain stuff started to register like, man, I think something wrong with that dude. You know what I mean? But I'm willing to bet that the guy was probably autistic or something or whatever. Because the other lady was, it was a woman that seen the father beating on him and was trying to get him to stop. And she was like, let me call his mother and father. And I'm like, let her call his mother and father. You know what I mean? Why would you be calling his mother and father? You know what I mean? So that right there told me that he something was probably wrong with him. You know what I mean? And he's supposed to be. He looked like he's a grown man. You know what I mean? And see, and and the way he did it, he beat on him or whatever. And they had one guy was like, "No, man, just let the police handle it. Don't play yourself. You know what I mean? Don't play yourself." And so I was like, "Yeah, something wrong with this guy." You know what I mean? And I was like, "Well, why would you? You know what I mean? I don't know." Like I said, then for the fact why would the guy be around a 9-year old? You know what I mean? Man, that mic ain't no joke. See, I keep saying I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that. Now, I mean, one day I'm gonna actually do it. I'm gonna actually get my skills together. What was that? You probably could have found it, man. It was like what the hell I searched? I forgot what I put in the phone. I just put in 9-year old father 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 beats guy for hitting 9-year old daughter. You know what I mean? Yeah, because he made the daughter, come on here. You know what I mean? Come on here, let him see your eye. Little girl come to the witcher come. You see what you did to my daughter eye? You know what I mean? If this guy was autistic or something, man, you telling him that, he still don't understand the severity of the situation. You know what I mean? Right. I just seen it. But like I say, it was something where as though I understand both sides of that. You know what I mean? Because I would have felt a certain way. Like I say, my emotions would have got the best of me at the moment. Oh shit! So you say in Australia, the police make the call. You know what I mean? Whether or not it's filed, charges filed. I done had the banner all over my face, half the goddamn broadcast. They saw way down here in the damn what you come. That's because I can't fucking see the goddamn lights. Be blinding the motherfucker. And see, that's what I don't think he was a. Which one you pulled up? Which one you pulled up? You ain't got the one. I hope you ain't pull up the one where the guy, the father beat the guy up. Is he supposed to touch the kid or some shit? You know what I mean? This guy had dreadlocks. Did you get the right one? Yeah, yeah, it's the one that was on World Star. And see that's the thing I see. Why would a guy that old be allowed to be around a 9-year old? That's what made me think that he might have been autistic or something like that, and you know what I mean, had the mental capacity of a child. You know what I mean? Yeah, yeah. That's what I think. That's what I think. That's what I thought at first, Drew. I thought he might have been high at first until you heard the woman, when you heard that woman say, let me call his mother and father. You know what I mean? So I'm like, well, why would you want to call a mother and father for a 20-something-year-old person? You know what I mean? He's a grown man. You know what I mean? That's what made me think. You know what I mean? It was a mental, you know what I mean, a disability or something. You know what I mean? I don't know, man. I don't know. I just looked at the whole situation. You know what I mean? Because the way the father stopped and looked like he was looking for validation on whether what he was doing was cool. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? With the lady saying, stop, don't do that. Let me call his mother and father. And then he was at the father stopping. Man, you see what he did to my daughter? If it was just a regular grown man did that, man, I wouldn't have been talking to nobody. He'd have been getting the business. You know what I mean? Just the fact that, you know what I mean, he stopped and, you know what I mean? It was like, you know what I mean? I think something was wrong with the dude, man. And that's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying, bro. And the fact that the father didn't, that's what made me, and everything else with it made me think that this guy they used to this guy being around there, and they knew something was wrong with him. You know what I mean? That's why he didn't go in on him like the average person would have. You know what I mean? That's what I was like. When I saw it, I kept saying to myself, why is he stopping? What? You know what I mean? Why is he stopping? Why is he stopping? You know what I mean? Until I started seeing every little bit of the video. You know what I mean? Yeah, see the parent would had to call the police or whatever, give a statement or whatever, and say whatever happened or whatever. And if that was the case, they would have charged him. You know what I mean? They would have actually charged the dude. I don't know, bro. I don't know. I think something was wrong with him. Sure enough, bro. That's what I'm saying. You ain't hear nothing. I wanted to hear something else behind it. Nah, usually the cops don't move on their own. Because a lot of times they do sometimes more so like when it come to like domestic violence. You know what I mean? If they come and see the female got marks on or whatever, they might lock the dude up. But then again, in the case of a grown up hitting a child, you know what I mean? They sometimes they use their own discretion sometimes, but most of the time, if a person don't file a complaint or whatever or call, they ain't worrying about it because they don't want to. They got to do the paperwork and all that. Man, you be surprised, man. Fuckers be lazy. Most of them be lazy. Don't want to do nothing. Right. A lot of times. A lot of times. Right. Right. Drewski said, I'm standing on that. Drew said he was tweaked. He was tweaking. Yeah, man. You got a lot of times, like I say, a lot of times them police don't want to be going back doing that paperwork, man. You got a lot of people that's police, man. I just seen police run from run from actual police work. I just see police sitting in the car and actually hear gunshots, right? Actually hear the gunshots and pull off and go the opposite direction. actually, actually hear the gunshots, pull off and go in the opposite direction. like, like I don't want no parts of that. Facts, facts. I ain't trying none of that. I'm going that away. I'm going that away. I say that's crazy. You'd be surprised, man. A lot of them take that job. They sit around and sit in their cars, find a good hiding spot, sit in their car that damn near the whole shift, and might write a speeding ticket or something like that. You know what I mean? Just to say I did this today. You know what I mean? Most of them ain't putting that cape on. Most of them ain't trying to put that cape on and save the day. You know what I mean? Most of them there just to get that paycheck. You know what I mean? And whatever overtime they can get. You know what I mean? Facts. Yeah, man. What else the hell I was talking? It was something else that I was looking at. It was something else I was looking at. And I can't think of what the hell it was. Something I saw on the internet, and I was like, shit, I was going to talk about that. Something it was something I found interesting. I can't, and it slipped my mind, and it got away from me. I don't know. They say that's the first thing to go. I mean, I guess it'll come back. It'll come back eventually. Yeah, some of the cars like that. It's crazy because here, see the city, you got the city and you got the county. The city police don't have that. Whereas though they got the cameras that you know what I mean identified with joints on your tags or whatever. But if you go into the county cars are set up like that. If you got any infraction on your tags, you know what I mean, and you ride past a county officer, they gonna get right on you. You know what I mean? It's gonna pop up, they getting on you. But the city, I don't know why they don't have it. Either they don't have it in the city police cars, or they just don't care. You know what I mean? Like I said, a lot of them don't be wanting to do no work. So, you know what I mean? You know what, Drewski? I stopped paying attention last week, bro. At the home team got knocked out of it, bro. I ain't even been paying no attention. I ain't even gonna hold you. I was depressed, bro. I was depressed. Like, man, we had well the whole damn season. We'd been playing with goddamn practice squad. We ain't had a team. We ain't had a team the whole season. We didn't play using the goddamn practice squad. The the goddamn guy that bag your groceries and take the carts back at Aldi's and shit. Last week he was bagging groceries at Aldi's and shit. This week he was a starting linebacker and shit. Fuck. Shit. Well, then if that's the case, I'm rocking with you, bro. I'm riding with you. You know what I mean? I'm riding with you. Since we can't be there, since home team can't be in the mix, I'm riding with you, bro. You know what I mean? Hey, bro. Who you talking about, Johnny? Who you talking about? What tennis player is that? See, I ain't I ain't really been a big tennis fan, but I watched I knew about some of the old school players. That's crazy. You say they got camps. So what, they just put everybody in one spot? Yeah, Johnny was telling me. Johnny was telling me, and I had to look it up. The joint in Victoria that he was telling me about when they was over there wilding out. I ain't say concentration camps, huh? That's freaking crazy. And definitely been a rough couple years, man. Facts. Definitely. That's what it was, man. And you know what, man, the last freaking week or so, every time I turned around, man, it was something, oh, just the news, period, just kept being so freaking depressing. You know, the last time we was on this joint, man, they had the freaking fire in Philadelphia that you know what I mean, those people lost their lives or whatever. Now this time they had the joint in New York a few days back or whatever, and almost 20 people lost their lives in that joint, man. Be like, man, that freaking fire, man, it's crazy, man. Hmm. Hmm. So did the kids over there have virtual learning, Johnny, while they was out? Or they was just out of school? What the hell? So what the hell did the teacher do? And for 30 minutes, say good morning, and that's it. Say good morning and say the Pledge of Allegiance. Ah, man, that's kind of crazy, bro. At least the damn kids here, they actually had class. You know what I mean? They had class at like regular class with the computer. Right, Drewski. Right. just dump it. Just dump it right in the laps of the parents. Crazy. But I bet you the teachers probably enjoy. A lot of them teachers enjoy that too. You know what I mean? Yeah, especially when you got kids that usually be bad. You know what I mean? And you had a parent come up there. My kid ain't troubled child. You know what I mean? Now the teacher got to, you know what I mean, get a parent some payback. Like, okay, you say you don't have a troubled kid. All right, you get him to sit still. You know what I mean, and do his work. This goddamn microphone ain't no joke. That should be picking up everything. I can rub the damn hair on my face and I can hear that shit in it. I'm just bugging. Don't hear me nobody shit. I hear that. And say they doing an illegal walkout. They say they want some more free money. Yeah, the playgrounds were banned here too. At one point, they had took all the basketball goals down or whatever. And see, everything was banned but the supermarket and the liquor store, which I couldn't understand. This, that, and the third was closed, but that damn liquor store stayed open. Didn't close that liquor store though. you say alcohol was essential. Alcohol was essential. They wasn't. No, we're not drinking it. We're using it to sterilize everything. We're using it to sterilize our insides. We're using. We're not. We're not getting any joy out of this. See, they put a metal bar across the basketball hoop. They just went on the joint and took ours down. He all jacked. He been in prison for 2 years. He said he did a lot of working out. Say, was you working out? And what was crazy though, I guess I don't know about everybody else, but my goddamn metabolism is high as shit. I got a real high metabolism and shit. It's hard for me to fucking keep weight on and shit. But I know shit when I wasn't working, sitting around here, I had put on mad weight. And as soon as I went back to work, that shit came back off. Yeah, eating and sitting still. He say, I ain't rubbing it in, bro. actually, actually, I'm trying to get some of it back. Shit. I was starting to enjoy it. My damn cousin was like, come on, cuz, let's go to the gym. I was like, go to the gym. I don't know nobody named Jim. I don't know nobody named Jim. I don't know nobody named goddamn Jim. You say you look at a taco and gain 5 pounds. Shit. I need to put some of my shit back on. That's what he was like. You talking about you lost weight. That's how you put your weight back on. You know what I mean? If you work out, you know what I mean, your weight will stay with you. What you eat will stay with you. That's my rod brother. You say, you hear people say, that's my God brother. That's my rod brother. Johnny, my rod brother. Johnny got a rod in his leg like I do. And we was joking about that shit. I said, I think motherfuckers put a goddamn 2 popsicle sticks together and stuck it inside the bone and put screws in it. The motherfucker said it's supposed to be titanium. I say they ain't put no damn titanium in there. and shit. It been cold. It been cold. Lord have mercy when it get cold. Can't take it. Yeah, I think I had it. I think I had it. You know what I mean? Because I had a brother. My brother had. Well, both of my brothers had it, but I think I had it because when my younger brother had it, we were both in the car together, going back and forth to work, and I got sick. I started having symptoms, but when I got tested, they told me that it came back negative. But I ended up losing. I stayed sick for like a week. I mean, for real sick. You know what I mean? And I lost like 20 pounds. I lost like, and I ain't no big dude. You know what I mean? And I lost like 20 freaking pounds. You know what I mean? Before I was able to actually eat and shit again. Well, not shit again, but before I was actually able to eat again like that. I ain't had no problem. Shit. Not at all. That's how I lost the 20 pounds. No, not when I got it. Not when I got it. But see, it don't affect everybody the same, man. See, both of my brothers, they was man when they had it, it laid both of them down. You know what I mean? But see, both of them got more weight on. Yeah, both of them bigger than me. I mean, heavier than me or whatever. So I don't know if that got something to do with it. And like I said, I got a real, I would say, an overactive fucking metabolism. You know what I mean? You know that your immune system is in your stomach and shit. So East Coast, no, Seattle, Washington. You in Seattle, Washington? What's that? Midwest, West Coast? You probably thinking about Washington D.C., Johnny. This guy crazy, man. This guy's crazy. You got a booster. You got a booster just because you live around all the blue haired people. God, man. Yeah, that's what they say, man. I don't know what the hell to believe, man. One minute they saying this, next minute they saying that. Now they saying that it's supposed to be another damn variant. Or they had a case of where somebody had a what they say double double exposure or some old stupid shit where somebody had the flu and fucking COVID at the same time. Mm-hmm. I'll be tripping off of this YouTube. What you call? I'll be watching. I forgot what I was watching. I forgot what I was watching. I think it was one of those joints where the dude be talking about he was talking about like alien stuff or like strange things or whatever. But anyway, he got a real big channel. He got over 1 million subscribers or whatever. And he was like people was telling him that their comments was being deleted or whatever. This, that, and the third. So he came on the joint and left a message on the joint, letting his viewers or whatever know that he wasn't deleting their comments or whatever, some kind of way that YouTube was deleting them. I was like, yeah, YouTube been on some stuff lately. Yeah, they've been on some stuff. They've been taking subscribers. They've been deleting, you know what I mean? But people thought I was joking when I say, oh, they've been deleting the comments and you know what I mean, unsubscribing people and you know what I mean, yeah, hiding your viewers, you know what I mean, all types of stuff, you know what I mean. Like I said, I done been on the joint. I think I was on here one time with I think I was talking to Johnny one time, and in the joint where the number of viewers on there, and it be I was talking to Johnny and it had zero, like it wasn't nobody on the joint. Like I'm like, how the hell am I talking to myself and I'm talking to Johnny? I say they got their picks. They got their picks and whatnot on what they want, you know what I mean, to get the rhythm. You got a lot of stuff they won't even put your daggone videos out there, you know what I mean? Only way your videos get out there or whatever, or your content get out there is if you got your own people. You would have to have your own people actually putting your stuff out there, like sharing your content to other people and whatever, and you getting the views through that. Because other than that, half of the time they don't, you know what I mean, put your stuff in rotation. Yeah, man, you missed the beginning of it. You missed the beginning of the joint, Drewski. It was like right before I even jumped on the joint, man. I was setting up or whatever. Like I say, it was like the freaking OK Corral. Like the OK Corral out that month. Like I was telling Johnny, you know what I mean, last week I lost a real close homie. Yeah, that's when I hit you yesterday, you know what I mean, let you know I was gonna jump back on today. And these people been wilding, man. The city been going crazy. The city been going crazy. I'm trying to figure out. Yeah, appreciate it, bro. Yeah. Keep saying I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that. And put the content out. I keep saying I'm gonna make these videos or whatever with the interviews and shit. I had a couple people that I've been supposed to interview, but every time I keep saying I'm gonna do it. All right, brother Johnny. Appreciate you tapping in, bro. You already know. You already know, bro. Yeah, I'm probably right behind you, bro. Cause I'm about to do the same thing. My crazy ass got to be up 5 in the morning. I'll say I'm gonna scour this motherfucking internet while I'm at work tomorrow and find some lighthearted content for tomorrow. Find some lighthearted content for tomorrow. You know what I mean? To mix up with, you know what I mean, with just real life, you know what I mean? Try to get back to and enjoying, you know what I mean, being able to enjoy oneself, you know what I mean, instead of just talking about depressing as, you know what I mean, things or whatever, or more so speaking about more interesting type things, thought provoking, you know. I just wanted to tap in, and get it like that. But we be back. Well, I'll be back on this joint. Oh, I'm gonna try to pop back on here tomorrow. What's tomorrow? Yeah, tomorrow Thursday. Tomorrow Thursday. No doubt, brother Drewski. You already know. And to the rest of y'all people out there that might just happen to trip on your shoelace and stumble across this content, you know what I mean? Great minds think alike, and everybody has greatness in them. Everybody. You just never know when somebody's going to come along and pull that greatness up out you. So to the next time, don't forget, like, comment, subscribe, share. It's your boy C Major. Chewing the air. Yada, 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 yada. Oh, it's so nice to have family